etc., etc. We try to incorporate at least one of those three things, if not all of them. And then our vision for the future it goes right back to those three C's. By visualizing the enhancement and support in our community by incorporating communication, civility, and culture. And then just some of our beliefs, like we are really focused on the community. Like we're just really trying to create positive relationships, healthy relationships, so we can get together and do stuff like this without like just the bickering back and forth. We're trying to strengthen our community, empower one another, uplift one another. We're trying to establish a secure environment. So when we do come to discussions like this, everyone feels free to discuss. Like they don't have to hold anything back. They can just talk, and it's just a secure environment. And we can just talk, basically, like a real discussion, not just hand raising and et cetera, like just a secure environment. We're trying to build positivity and honesty, strong bonds in our community. Again, go back to teaching communication, civility, and culture. And then, so we can start rebuilding the structure and foundation of our community, like our history, our culture, our traditions. Focusing with the Black community mainly, but I want to keep it broad. So I don't want to just focus on African Americans. But as of now, that is kind of my main focus. But eventually I want to expand. And that's kind of just the background of a legacy beyond legendary. Beyond Necessities, which is the meeting today, is kind of a workshop or program and a legacy, which basically is trying to generate a new way to experience knowledge. So basically, I want to have workshops where, people come in and we talk about things that are not necessarily talked about. So in high school, we don't learn nothing about our history. We don't learn nothing pretty much in college neither. So it's kind of like I'm trying to get people to come in, talk about stuff, and we actually learn something from it. But I want to keep it, like I was telling you earlier, I want to keep it fun. I want to keep it engaging so people are engaged and not just listening to someone talk at them, basically. So the vision for Beyond Necessities is creating an innovative and different experience to learning that will take knowledge beyond the mainstream to bring the necessary tools to learning our history, gaining information about the variety and diversity of culture, religion, history, music, politics. Like, it's very broad, and there's no topic that shouldn't be on the list. Like, we can talk about any and everything. But the goal of the meeting today is to discuss ways to elevate the community, support the community, and then how can we initiate culture and tradition back into our community, back into the Black community. That's our main goal. We'll probably go back to that at the end of today and see what we came up with. But for now, we can kind of jump into the questions. And I kind of just want to hear what you guys have to say. I honestly don't talk that much, but I will jump in if I have something to say. I like to hear other people's opinions. And we're just going to go question by question and kind of really dig deep if we can. Like, I know you guys are very opinionated and have your own thoughts. So we'll start with the first question. It's in general, what are some of the strengths and weaknesses that we face as a community? And like, you could say your strengths and weaknesses at the same time. You don't have to go back and forth. Whoever can go ahead and start.
I was looking at you.
You start.
How's it going, brothers and sisters? I think our strengths is that we have everything that we need as far as resources, finances, programs, and all these other different things within the black community. Our weakness is we don't have the unification. If we were able to bring the different brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, together to be able to unify, we'll be able to utilize these different resources and be able to build up our community.
Okay, so you say we do have resources.
Yes, we do.
What are those resources?
We got brothers that have their own businesses, barbershops. We got brothers that are teachers. We got brothers that are pastors, reverends, imams, just different type of things.
Okay.
That if we all came together, we could utilize those things. We just need to work together in a sense.
Okay.
Instead of spending our money outside of our community, spending it on each other.
Right.
Work together, hire our own people like they do instead of begging other people outside of our community for jobs when they're biased. You know, basically, we just need to look out for each other.
Okay.
In a sense.
Okay.
Brother and sisterhood. That's all. We just need to have brother and sisterhood.
I believe our strengths are we're naturally a talented people. So we have so many gifts, we have so many talents. We basically originated everything there is today, especially in this country. It was originated by us. So those are like our strengths are we're extremely talented, extremely knowledgeable, but the biggest weakness, and this is a weakness I talk about all the time to everyone, is lack of solidarity. We don't have we're jealous of one another, we compete with one another, when really we should be bringing each other up, because I don't see any other group competing with each other as much as we compete with each other. And we're more willing to go outside of the black community and bring up other communities. We're more willing to bring those people up than even come back to our own community and bring each other up. And that's one of the biggest things I see that we face as an issue as people. But within our own selves, I think that individually we're such an amazing, talented group of people. It's just as a community we don't got it together. That's just what I think.
Okay. What about you?
Well, what was the question again? What our strengths and weaknesses are? So I think one of our strengths is basically we're kind of really smart people. We want to do something, we can do it. I mean, we could motivate each other. I think our weakness is actually want to do it and stay focused on it. When you have the motivation to do something, I know they can do it, but then they lack on it or slack on it. Yeah.
How about you, sister?
I my biggest weakness is also I like to start with weaknesses because I just can't think of enough strengths
That's real. That's real.
But it goes back to that competition thing, and we're gonna discuss that later. But we are so divided, just divided, extremely divided, and that is our greatest weakness right now. And then again, it's we're focused on everybody else but us. So that goes back to the division. And then we're divided within ourselves too. It's just, it's so horrible. And I don't know how to fix it. And it's it's going to be a real long process. But that's been my main thing for the longest time, is how do we come together and how do we fix this division and this lack of support and just all of it. Strengths, I don't really know. I feel I know. I don't really know. I feel when we do come together, when we do come together, it's so much love in the room. I've been to a couple of events.